I'm super excited to get that monkey off my back. I didn't know how we was going to get the first win. Only thing I know, we just had to want it more than the team that we were playing. And this young lady to my right here, she came out and she gave us a post presence from the beginning of the game to the end. And I think she was the difference. She was able to secure quite a few rebounds. If they would have went the other way, that could have been second chance points for ECU or fouls against us for trying to defend it. So my hat goes off to Miss Dai'ja Thomas.
How do you explain this performance?
I just wanted to go out there and play as a team. I played for my team, did my role, and just really wanted to get a win. So whatever I needed to do, that's what I did. And I guess it showed on the stats.
Now, you supposed to score a few more than legs.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, but I got coached.
What do you think is more impressive, the 22 of the total or the 9 offensive rebounds?
I don't think one is more important than the other. More impressive, the fact that she stayed. The 9 offensive rebound means that she was committed tonight to making a presence. Most people who, once the ball is shot, they retreat on defense. That tells you a lot about the mentality. But if she went to the boards and she got 9 offensive rebounds, that tells me what her mindset was. She was focused and she was determined to get us our first conference win here at home.
All right, you wanted to play for your team, you wanted to win, but were you aware that you were getting close to the record?
Yeah,
and how important is it to you to be at the top of that list?
It's a blessing, but I was aware of the record, but I still wanted to get the win. That was the most important to me. But it would have been nice to break the record.
So toward the end, were you trying to chase that one extra one to
Yeah.
get over the top?
Yeah, of course.
When you're scouting East Carolina, was there anything you saw in the matchups that may have given either of you an indication that this kind of performance was possible today?
I think the performance is possible most games that we play, but it wasn't anything that showed up watching the film against East Carolina. The thing is, I think Dai'ja listened to the sense of urgency that the coaching staff had about how aggressively they attack the offensive rebounds and how physical the game is. You have to go get the rebound and secure it. We talked about that for the last 3 days, would you say?
Yeah.
And that tells me that she was dialed in to what we were saying, and that creates, I think, focus creates performance like this.
I'm sure you may have wanted to make a few more, but you got to the line 42 times. I mean, that's a huge number.
Why don't you say that first part again? I definitely wanted to make a few more of those free throws. I promise you, everybody on the team will shoot 50 makes before they leave the gym tomorrow. I mean, we have to get better at the free throw line, and I don't know what, because I think we're a pretty good free throw shooting team, but I think we taking those free throws for granted, and they can be the determining factor whether or not we win or lose a basketball game.
Was it by design to have your players drive more to try to get in the lane and create more fouls?
Yes, we needed an aggressive mindset. Our mindset, Dai'ja will tell you, I've been harping on that we have not been aggressive. We've been settling. What I mean by settling, we've been taking jump shots when we have opportunities to drive. First play of the game, Dai'ja got it. There was nobody between Dai'ja and the basket. She shot and missed a 15-footer free throw line extended. I immediately started yelling, drive until somebody stops you. And I was able to get that point across somewhere around the second quarter, and I think we was able to create a little bit of separation. I thought we had a really good second quarter.
Every now and then, when someone has a big scoring night, they'll say they had a great week of practice, or warm-ups. They could tell they were just hot or on. With rebounding, is there any indication? Did you have any idea this kind of performance was coming?
Well, I ate good last night, so I went to Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
Got me some steak and shrimp, so I'll say it was the meal. You gotta eat a good meal before a game.
10 in the first half, 12 in the second. Any worry about wearing down in the second half?
No, I was a little fatigued at a point in time, but just listening to my teammates and the coaches, it kept me pushing.
You win the rebound margin by 16 without Clara Bradshaw. Is this a surprise to you?
If you'd have told me without Clara, I wouldn't have believed it. But with a performance the way Dai'ja put up tonight, I mean, what else can you say? I'll take it. I'll take it every single night. I hope she brings this performance to the next 2 games we have on the road.
Obviously, this is the headline of the story, but also your defense in the second half didn't give up a point for the first, 6 minutes of the second half, only 4 points in the third quarter altogether. What did you say at halftime, or what kind of defensive adjustments did you all make?
But what I said at halftime, I was just trying to get them to trust what we had studied about ECU and where they was trying to get their points and how they're capable of scoring. And I wanted them to be disciplined and hold on to that discipline and trust what the coaches are telling them. Sometimes they trust their athletic ability, sometimes they trust their teammates, and it was a scouting report type defense that we wanted them to play, and I thought they locked in and played it much better in the second half. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
15 and 22, what do you do for an encore in your next game?
Just come out playing hard, aggressive, and playing for the team, doing whatever we can to get another win, especially on the road.
If
Anything else?
we get a win, that will be an encore right there.